The following episode is explicit and is intended for mature audiences. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Nathaniel Avila reporting from Dallas County.
This is Clara Avila, also reporting from Dallas County.
How are you today, Clara?
Doing good. Maybe we could start with introducing our show. Like good podcast people.
Yeah. So what is it?
Oh, well, welcome to another episode of The Devil in the Detail, where we talk about all things Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss. We've missed a couple episodes because I've been busy. But we're starting back up and we're ready to go. And Nathaniel is shaking his head at me because he thinks he can do things and I won't point them out. As if I'm not going to call him out on his stuff.
On my stuff?
Yeah, your stuff.
So, yeah, there was been a couple of major developments within the world of the Helluverse.
That's right.
One of which was the release of the latest has a Helluva Boss episode called Ghost Effers. Mm-hmm. And I bought the beanie that Millie wears. It was on pre-order, so I got to wait a while on Shark Robot, so I have to wait a while for it to come in. So yeah, do you want to talk about the episode? You haven't seen it
yet. I haven't seen it yet, so I really can't say anything.
Have you seen any of the shorts at all?
I just watched the last one, the Chupacabra.
Yeah, how was it? Did you like it?
I thought it was I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. So we got this one.
Chupacadupra. Sorry, keep going.
Is that that's what he says?
Yeah, he says, "I'm the Afran Chupacadupra."
Hilarious.
Very funny.
So the latest episode was a Halloween episode.
That's right.
And that was the one where Blitz was dressed up as a lady.
As a lady, which you were confused about earlier in a different episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen it yet because I have to prepare myself to watch things sometimes. So I'm just I'm not in the right headspace. I don't know.
Okay, so this one is directed by Vivzie herself, and written by Brandon Rogers.
Yep.
He hasn't written anything this entire season. This is the first time he's written something.
How interesting.
And I believe this is the first time he's written something by himself.
Ah.
So
then I certainly must check it out soon.
So yeah.
So we can talk about it more.
So yeah, it is Ghost Effers. It has two songs. Okay. First one is A Spooky Kind of Love and I Wanna F a Ghost, which is in the end credits.
All right.
So basically after
I don't want to I don't want to hear anything about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. No spoilers, please, for me.
So another one is that there's been a major leak in the production of season 2. There have been several leaks. One of them more significant than the others. The first one was done by a voice actor who shared a portion of the script
that wasn't supposed to be shared.
Yeah. And in the portion of the script, we see it's not that big of a spoiler. It's just a thing that happened, just a plot point of season 2, is that we see Emily in hell talking to sinner demons.
Ah.
So.
Okay.
So that is what the script that was shown said.
Mm-hmm.
And so we see that Emily is sent to hell, which
sometime, or perhaps just visiting.
I think it's obviously she was there in her angel capacity. She wasn't it doesn't coincide with the theory that Emily will become a fallen angel.
Yeah.
But she's
there
to try to convince other sinners that they can be redeemed. As a heaven representative.
Mm-hmm. Which, I guess that makes sense, considering the knowledge of Serpentius that they have.
So we don't know if she's doing it, if she went rogue.
If she's going rogue,
or if she did it because
sent.
Sarah sent her. And Sarah finally came across the idea that redemption is possible because Serpentius is there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going on the theory that they didn't just lock up Serpentius and pretend and try to make him a secret or something.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. That's where people are kind of theorizing.
There's that is. Now let's be careful with this next one because it's a pretty big one.
The next one, it's not that one.
Oh, not that one yet?
There was another leak where it was a duet between Sarah and another character.
Okay.
Which the song is pretty good, of course, but it's another character that a lot of people believe to be the character of Adina, who, in the non-canon, is supposed to be the chiefess of the Heavenly Council, who was also very morally corrupt and actually encouraged Adam to do the extermination. Yeah, and all of that. But in this new canon, based on what the leaks is, he's this unknown
character
angel is clearly obviously supposed to be clearly supposed to be Sarah's superior, because she's all like, I need your advice, lady, and she seems to be a lot more not that corrupt, maybe, huh?
Less corrupt. Okay.
Less
more
corrupt
just
as the
perhaps.
from the character of the Adina character in the non-canon.
And
then there was the major one that a lot of people are talking about that's making the rounds in TikTok.
Yeah.
Which contains a major spoiler. Within the Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah.
And that it basically exposes who owns Alistair's soul.
That's right.
Which was a major question, and there was a major mystery box in season 1. And it reveals who it is and why, at least in part, why Alistair was gone for 7 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a major spoiler. There is a rumor going around.
Cool.
There was a rumor going around that the guy who leaked it got arrested. They threw the cuffs on him and threw him in jail.
I mean, yeah. That's not cool.
It was fined $60,000.
Yeah. I mean, if you're stealing sensitive information.
But there's nothing on it. Like we don't know anything. We don't know if that's true.
We don't know anything for sure.
We don't know if that's true. A lot of people are saying that he was arrested.
There's rumors all over the place.
The only source is that we got it from a police statement, but we can't release it because that's illegal.
Oh.
And so...
Yeah,
I think
maybe not.
So odds are it's probably not.
Possibly
true.
Just people trying to stir up the pot.
Yeah.
Trying to get some attention themselves.
Yes. So, what do you think about the person who owns Alistair's soul? Is that a good choice?
I think it's a little weird, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly think that when I saw the spoiler in it, I'd be like, that's like the first thought I would think of.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't occur to me. It didn't even connect in my mind.
Yeah. Because like that character is the only other character that was a big presence in Alistair's life, besides
I guess so.
The other one. Or afterlife, I should say.
It just seems odd to me. Like, I mean, like, I guess, like, because of, like, the certain connections, like, I can understand, maybe. I'm just curious as to how it happened, if they're going to keep it. Because they might change things with these leaks.
Maybe it was, like, a false leak, like a Marvel, like what Marvel does.
Marvel does, yeah.
Well, I was kind of hoping it would be like a new character, but like a new ambivalent character that was like, oh, I'm the main villain of season 3.
I was expecting, like, honestly, like, we haven't seen this character's, like, full power potential, but I was honestly expecting someone, like, more higher up.
Than her?
Hey. Yes, than that person.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed in it. I think that's kind of a lame choice.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would think it would be someone cooler.
Yeah. Not to say that character's not cool. It's just, I was expecting something different.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say that the character we've seen this character before in season 1?
I mean, like, if people are listening and they know about the spoilers, I'm pretty sure they probably already know what the character is, but I think... I think that I don't want to say any more than what we've already said.
Okay. Going back on the last episode, of Helluva Boss, there is one, like, we see Loona as a scene girl. And a lot of people like that. Are all over the place.
When?
Huh?
When?
What do you mean when?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the last episode of Helluva Boss, the most recent one.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, there's like one character in a flashback. We see Loona as more like a scene style.
Are you sure that's Loona?
1000% that's Loona because they call her Loona.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure because she has a lot of colorful wolf characters.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is 1000%. A lot of people love seeing Loona. They're kind of going all.
All right. Well, no, don't tell me anything else about the episode. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
And I don't want any spoilers.
Okay, that was in a flashback. And that was it.
But it's still in the episode.
Okay. I'll also say Blitz is gay. They revealed that.
Wow, I can't believe it because it's not true.
You don't think Blitz is gay?
Blitz is pansexual. We saw it in the Pride picture.
Oh, right.
We literally discussed it.
He is a pansexual.
Pansexual.
Right.
So, let's get started with our main topic of the episode now that we've gone over recent news. What are we talking about today, Nathaniel?
We're talking about Loona.
That's right. We're going to go into another in-depth character discussion.
Of Loona.
More
like Puna.
That's actually not great, Nathaniel, because part of that is a word that means something.
Poop?
No.
I guess we'll never know.
Poon.
You mean like a harpoon? Like a cool slang way of saying harpoon?
It's not.
Hey.
It's not a cool slang way of saying harpoon.
We're like, arr, get the poon ready.
No, don't say that.
What does that
Let's
mean?
go into it.
What does it mean? Oh, I thought it was something like bad.
No, that is. It's not something we want to say. Because if we're keeping it PG...
This is PG.
And we can't say curse words. And we can't say hell.
We can't say hell. Well, except in the context of the show.
Uh-huh.
We can say it when we're talking about, like, the setting.
Sure.
Because it takes place in hell.
Let's get started. What do you have for me today?
So, Loona is from HE Double Hockey Sticks, which is what we will call it. And she is a heck hound.
Stop it.
Like, have you seen those
a heck hound.
Those Phineas and Ferb episode where, like, it's the dogs of heck.
No, I don't remember that one.
Where they want to say something like that, but they can't because of Disney.
Yeah, because of Disney.
They're like, it's the Black Knight and his dogs from heck. Anyway, so Loona is like a hellhound, obviously.
A hellhound, yeah.
And she is tall, wolfish, with a wicked, pointed snout full of sharp teeth, and a nose as dark as midnight, and a gaze that screams, "Don't mess with me."
Wow, almost romantic.
It is very romantic. Too bad.
A nose as dark as the night.
Midnight.
Sorry.
Now, she's also got like the red sclera, white irises, slitted pupils. Her makeup, flawless, rocking gray eyeshadow and winged black eyeliner. Her fur is a wild canvas of white with cool gray accents wrapping around her face and scattered in patches on her shoulders. Now, her hair is long, silver, and dramatic, sweeping over her face to give a peek at those dark gray ears. One rugged and the other decked out in two black hoop piercings, I mean.
Yeah, hearings.
Yeah. Her tail, big, dark, bushy, statement pierced with a white underbelly. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, gotta talk about that underbelly.
Of the tail?
Of the tail.
Okay. And just to up the cool factor, she's got the black hoop piercing on her right eyebrow.
Whoa.
So, yeah, anyway, standing as tall and as the only non-imp and INP, she's the powerhouse all on her own. Loona's outfit is just as tough as she is, featuring a black spiked choker. Her gray off-the-shoulder crop top is shredded and stylish, held up by crisscross spaghetti straps forming an inverted pentagram, leaving her a slightly dangerous vibe, right, Clara? And she also appears with that tattered black shorts and slick crescent moon on one side.
Yep, very punk.
Yeah. And she's not done. Loona accessorizes with black fingerless gloves, thigh-high toeless stockings, letting those black claws stand out thanks to her degenerate stance.
Got the dogs out.
Oh, and the fun blast from the past. Now, in a flashback in Ghost Effers,
Oh, great.
Loona used to sport a pink and grayish purple streaks in her hair,
Cool.
which is where the scene comes from.
Thank you.
Now, as a teen, Luna's vibe was still unmistakably her, but just a few edgy twists. Now, picture her with an even more wild, untamed hair, big and messy, with a little more chaotic, just like her teen spirit. Now, where her right ear's all ragged now, she used to rock 2 matching black hoop earrings, mirroring the ones on her left.
A story behind that.
Story? What's the story?
That the ears got
What?
taken out. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's keep going.
So
I don't know what I'm saying.
So it looks like something dramatic happened there later.
That's what I said. That's just what I said. That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a cookie.
Yeah, Nathaniel's gonna eat a cookie, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear that.
So, Teen Loona had her own rebellious sense of style, right?
Yeah.
She still flaunted her signature choker, fingerless gloves, but her outfit was a bit more teenage grunge.
Did she have a flannel?
Well, I'll tell you, she rocked that off-the-shoulder dark red sweater emblazoned with a black skull, giving off major "don't mess with me" energy. It wasn't a flannel, though. Instead,
if only I were a flannel.
Instead of the shorts, she opted for waist-length black distressed top toeless stockings. A perfect match for her spunky rule-breaking style even back then. Ooh, yeah. Now let's talk about her human disguise.
Yes.
What's your favorite part about her human disguise?
That it's human.
What if we call it a human?
What? Do not talk with your mouth full, please.
I'm a professional podcaster.
It really doesn't seem like that right now. 1, you always forget to introduce the show. 2,
there is no number 2.
And you burp and you cough all over the place. Everybody can hear
No,
it. It's disgusting.
No, it's not.
Let's keep going.
So anyway, her human disguise, she transforms into a goth teen with a rebellious twist, but keeps a lot of her essence.
I'm sorry, rebellious twist again?
Yeah, a rebellious twist.
Wow. Tell me, does she have a rebellious twist?
Maybe. So her eye colors flip now that she has got white sclera with red irises. But for the first time, she shows off her navel, adding a bit of edgy charm.
Oh my gosh.
But she's a teenager, so eyes off her navel.
A belly button.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Now, she tones down her height, looking like your average slimmer than usual human, though her style and vibe are anything but ordinary.
Yeah, she's got a shaved side.
Yeah, she keeps her with a classic outfit with a few extra touches. Black thigh-high socks, high top sneakers add to the goth look, and she sports a bold black lipstick for that moody flair. Oh,
right.
Yeah. Now, her spiked choker loses its spike, going spike-free, and the right side of her head is shaved for an even more hardcore look.
Rock.
And instead of a torn right ear, both ears now rock 2 earrings. So there we go.
Very interesting.
So let's talk about her personality.
Yes.
She's got that no-nonsense cynical vibe that practically oozes "don't mess with me."
Again.
Now, she's a young adult hellhound with a fiery temper and a heavy dose of sarcasm. Adopted by Blitz from an orphanage just before she turned 18. Lazy and indifferent, she got zero interest in what's happening around her unless she's glaring at someone or glued to her phone. Now, her short fuse makes her notoriously rude and apathetic, especially when dealing with her coworkers like Moxie, though she dishes out attitude just about anyone equally.
Yeah, she always calls him fat.
Okay. Despite being in the AMP team, Loona's more of a liability than an asset most days. She's undisciplined, unmotivated, and with a work ethic that's basically non-existent. Right, Kat? I agree. I see, she agrees.
He's a he, first of all. I don't think he sounds like that, second of all.
So, yeah,
It's my Simon.
She'll often be found napping, drinking, or aggressively ignoring calls at a receptionist post. Yet, beneath all that apathy and snark, there's a hint of someone much more vulnerable. Her isolated upbringing left her socially awkward, and she's a bundle of nerves when she meets others she actually wants to impress.
Especially other hellhounds.
Mm-hmm. She admits in a rare moment of flustered honesty with another hellhound that she doesn't have any friends and fumbles over her words when trying to make connections.
What's his freaking name?
Steve?
No.
Helsica. Taz, the Tasmanian Devil.
Turbo. His name's not Turbo.
His name's not Turbo.
Vortex.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's his name. I'm such a good fan.
Yeah. So, that tough shell is a mask she wears to keep people at arm's length, right? So Loona's relationship with Blitz, though, shows a slightly softer side. She puts up an emotional wall, but it's clear she's developed a sort of father-daughter bond with him. She can't help but smirk at his humor, especially if Moxie's the butt of the joke, and even slips up and almost calls him Dad once, much to Blitz's delight.
I think she does fully call him Dad once.
Yeah. While she might not show it often, Loona respects that Blitz is trying his best and shows he genuinely cares about her. Then, when she's actually engaged, Loona is a force to be reckoned with, fiercely intelligent, street smart, and quick thinking. Now, her moments of fierce loyalty and surprising resourcefulness make her a valuable, albeit reluctant, addition to IMP. So, there's that. What do you think? Cool person?
Yeah.
I think we should make a bunch of fan art.
Super chill.
Of her.
No.
Why do you think people like Loona so much, especially in the furry community?
Furries are furries. They like a furry character.
Very nice insight, Clara.
I'm pretty sure that it's just that simple. There's a cool looking furry character. They're like, hell yeah.
You can't say hell yeah, Clara.
I can, and I will. I'll say a bunch of things.
No, you cannot.
Actually.
So, anyway, Luna's got some serious tricks up her sleeve, right?
That's right.
She can start with her human disguise. She can blend in with humans whenever she wants, whether she's in the living world or back in hell, which she's shown off in the Full Moon episode. It's a handy skill for navigating the human realm without drawing unwanted attention to her hellhound side. Now, her superhuman sense of smell is no joke either. Loona can lock into someone's scent, seeing it as a red aura that surrounds their body, and track them down by sniffing out their name from a list, a talent she shows off in the episode Spring Broken.
Pretty cool.
That said, she even used her super snout it has its limits, right? As Los Angeles' infamous air pollution made it impossible for her to track Octavia down in the episode Seeing Stars.
Yeah.
Now, if you think she's all bark and no bite, think again. Loona packs some serious muscle, too. In the episode The Full Moon, she's shown taking down the Cherub's battle mechs and pinning them down without breaking a sweat.
She also shows off her fighting skills in the episode with the Dork.
Yeah.
Where they first kidnap Blitz and Moxie.
Right.
Yep.
So
she rips a bunch of people apart.
Oh no. So Loona is no lightweight also. When it comes to combat and survival skills, right? So first off, she's got a knack for weaponry. Oh yeah. Proficient
You're gonna do that every single time.
Yeah. Proficient in firearms and melee weapons. She's shown off these skills during an attack on Dork's staff alongside Millie.
There it is.
And in IMP's standoff in their headquarters with Loona on the battlefield. She's not just snarls, she's got serious firepower. Now, her combat skills are equally fierce. Being a hellhound, she's as agile as a wolf with razor-sharp instincts. Loona can tear into opponents with her claws or teeth. And she's got a jaw strength that's strong enough to decapitate someone with one chomp.
Yum.
Whether in her hellhound form or in her human disguise, she's also got killer variety of tricks to keep her opponents on their toes. Now, Luna's got those unexpected talents, too. In the episode Queen Bee, she's shown driving the IMP van, bringing Blitz home, a sign that she's comfortable behind the wheel.
Oh my gosh, she can drive. Whoa.
She can drive.
What a skill. What a talent.
It is what a talent, because she doesn't have any opposable thumbs.
Oh my gosh.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so super impressive. She can drive, guys. Whoa.
Because she doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Whoa.
So, So when it comes to spell casting, she's also pretty good too.
Spell casting?
Yeah, with Stolas' grimoire in hand, Loona can proficiently cast portal spells, adding a bit of mystical power. Oh yeah. What?
Can you stop doing that?
That's
every
cool.
single
It's
time?
cool. It's my catchphrase.
No, it's not.
It's my catchphrase. I'm trying to have
going.
shirts made.
No, you're not. Keep going.
So, now Luna's name and design is steeped with moon-themed symbolism.
Yep.
Right? Now, her name is a direct nod to Luna, the Latin word for moon.
Obviously. Because that's what it is.
Yeah, and it's shared across many romance languages. Now, the moon motif on her shorts seems to reinforce the theme, and her color scheme, a mix of silvery tones and dark shades, matches the moon's mysterious, shadowy vibe. Even her Voxtagram handle, which is moonlight _ howling _ 666.
Great.
Throws in a Loona references, so yeah. Now, Blitz, ever the quirky dad, has some fun nicknames for Loona, like Looney and Looney Tooney, which is a playful nod to the iconic Looney Tunes series. That's a bit of a deep cut
of
there,
course,
though.
the deepest of cuts.
That is a bit of a deep... It kind of goes over people's heads, so...
You have to have a pretty high IQ to understand that one.
Yeah, you have to have, you got to be, a proficient Rick and Morty watcher.
Of course.
Now, it adds a bit of unexpected humor to their relationship and gives Looney and Edge a persona softer for more affectionate side when Blitz is around. Now, one mystery that still lingers is whether Loona took on Blitz's surname Buxo after he adopted her.
Yes.
Or if she kept her original last name, which is unknown.
Yeah.
Now, it's one of those subtle details that
Do you think Hellhounds have last names?
Maybe they don't. Maybe they got...
I feel like maybe they don't.
They don't?
I mean, I don't know for sure, but
I guess it's one of the mysteries.
Considering the way that they were talking about them and treating them in the flashback during the episode where Blitz went to LA to find Octavia, it doesn't seem like that's the case.
Okay. So, yeah. Let's talk about Spring Broken, right?
Yeah.
Now, Loona let slip that Blitz adopted her when she was almost 18, quote unquote, which fills in some touching details about their unique relationship. Now, Blitz took her in about a month before her 18th birthday.
When she would have been thrown out.
Right, showing that he was there for her at a time when she was on the brink of adulthood, but still needed someone to lean on. Now, the adoption seems like a proud moment for Blitz, too. He's got a selfie of that day saved on his phone gallery and is seen in the episode Aussies, capturing a memory he clearly cherishes, right? So, he even went a step further and framed her adoption papers, hanging them just outside Luna's room in his apartment.
That's cute.
It's a small but heartfelt touch that shows just how much Blitz values their bond. Even if Luna's tough exterior doesn't always let on how she feels about it. This act of taking her in, so close to a major milestone in her life, adds layers to their dynamic, showing that Blitz sees her more than just a team member. She's family.
She is family. Family.
Now, in Truth Seekers, Millie casually mentions that she's 5 years older than Loona, giving a bit of insight into the age gap between them. In a live stream, it was further clarified that Loona is actually 22 years old. In hell years, quote unquote.
In hell years, whatever that means.
Yeah. Although it's left a bit ambiguous as how hell years stack up against human years. Whether or not her hell age lines up with a 22-year-old human on Earth is still a mystery, adding a layer of intrigue to her character. Now, she's got a vibe and angst of a young adult, but her actual maturity or life experience may not be an exact match to human years. Now, this slight age gap with Millie also hints at the dynamic between them, showing why Loona often feels like the younger rebellious sibling in the group. With Millie carrying a bit more of a grounded maturity and patience by comparison. And it all adds depth to the relationships with an IMP. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Loona's crescent moon emblem on her shorts is a subtle but quirky detail that keeps changing up. Sometimes it appears as a cutout, and other times as a printed design. So, animation error? Maybe.
Possible.
Or super deep symbolism.
Super deep symbolism.
Now, in the episode Western Energy, we get to see more vulnerable side of her tough girl persona. It's revealed that Loona has tryponophobia.
Tryponophobia?
Yeah.
Continue.
You know what that is, Clara?
No, explain.
It is the fear of needles.
Yes, I have that.
Yeah, sure.
What do you mean? Don't dismiss me like that.
Okay. Now, she is shown to really, really dislike medical shots, including the Helluva shot. No! Which you think should be hard to avoid in hell. This phobia adds a touch of relatability and humor to otherwise hard-edged characters, showing that even hellhounds have a soft spot or a freak-out moment when it comes to something as simple as a shot.
See, I think it was supposed to be a joke, like taking your pet to the vet, and they always freak out.
Yeah?
I think that's supposed to be the joke of that. I don't know if there's meant to be more to it.
I'm sure there's a lot more to it.
Okay.
So, in Western Energy, Loona's voice actress is credited, but Loona doesn't actually have any lines. Which left fans curious. Now, Vivzy Pop explained that they chose not to give her dialogue as a way to show a quieter, more quote-unquote puppy-like side of Loona, while also saving a bit of budget. However, after the episode aired, Vivzy Pop expressed regret about the choice, realizing that Loona's presence would have had more impact with dialogue. So what do you think?
In Western Energy?
Yeah, Western Energy.
That's the one where she gets her shot, right?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe? Just say yes or no.
I don't remember. I can't keep track of all
You
this.
don't remember? Is that the one where Stolas gets kidnapped by...
Maybe. I think so. I'm not sure.
I thought that the reason why she wasn't speaking was because of what was going on in the voice actress's life at that time.
What was going on in the voice actress's time?
The voice actress for Loona, she just lost her husband to a battle with cancer.
That stinks.
Yeah. At least that's what I had heard. I suppose I could be wrong.
Yeah, so Western Energy is the one where Stryker kidnaps Stolas.
Yeah, where they go to take Loona to the vet. That's what I had heard in the community, was that Loona's voice actress was taking a short break while she was grieving the loss of her husband.
Maybe, but according to my notes, it's that Vivzy just made an active, creative choice to not give Loona any dialogue.
Well, it's possible.
So, Vivzy also mentioned in a tweet that for earlier episodes in season 2, characters like Loona didn't play huge roles, so it made budgetary sense to keep them silent at times. Yet, as the series continued, she'd come to wish Loona had more speaking moments, especially given her popularity and a unique edge her voice brings to the team dynamic. Now, excitingly, Vivzy has reassured fans that Loona will have a more active role in upcoming episodes, giving her more to do and say. Now, fans might be in for a treat, which is a tweet from Sam in August 27th, 2023, hinted at the possibility of a song for Loona, which is good because her voice actor is known for her singing talent. So, what has she done?
Loona's voice actor?
Yeah.
I sure don't know.
Well,
I believe she also originally played Millie in the pilot episode.
I think that's right. Wait, what? Oh yeah, she played both characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erica Lindbeck.
Erica Lindbeck.
Yeah, she played her, and she played Barbie. Yeah.
In which one?
She was the third voice of Barbie, but they didn't say which ones she did. She took over took over the role from Shelley Sheridan in 2015.
Shelley Sheridan.
And those seems to be that seems to be her only biggest role. The rest is like ADR work for Bang Zoon and Studiopolis. And for some anime and video games.
Oh, she's that generation of Barbie movies. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I see.
What do you think, Clara?
Wow, she did a good job. She's in Skip Beat! Sorry. That's my favorite anime. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she was also the Black Cat in the Spider-Man video game. She also was in She also played the character of Ashley in Warrior Wear Gold.
I have to say who she plays in Skip Beat.
She also played Cassie Cage in Mortal Kombat 11. So, yeah.
The English cast, please, the English cast.
She also played Blaze in the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Is that the main character?
So yeah. And then we got that's pretty much how it is. moving on.
So cool. Yeah, moving forward. Sorry, got distracted.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for the canon.
Okay.
So, based on what I'm seeing about this, Loona seems to be a kind of a static character.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd say so far. We've seen a couple of moments where there is potential for like character growth. But for the most part, she's been pretty stagnant.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see more of that in the coming, them focusing more on Loona in future
I don't know.
seasons? Because it seems like Vivzi is kind of like wanting to sideline her a bit.
I don't know if we're gonna necessarily see her like being focused on. I think there is potential for her to maybe play a larger role in what's going on. But I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't really have a big thing in the last episode either.
Well, remember these episodes are like pre-planned.
Uh-huh.
So it's possible that even if Vivzi does want to include her more, that it was already set for this season.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, they already planned out the entire series. So.
Well, maybe there are going to be some updates to the next season. I mean, they haven't gotten started on it yet.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's talk about the non-canon.
Okay.
So in the non-canon, Loona was born in the Sloth Ring, and her parents are unknown. Now, her life took a brutal turn when she was still an infant, and Balfagor's scavenger units carried out mass kidnappings on Hellhound families, tearing Loona's family apart. Her father was killed, and her mother was sent to a labor camp for bravely trying to protect her. Now, Loona was taken to a grim orphanage run by the Hellhound Adoption Foundation, where she was raised in the cold intention of becoming a slave or a pet to whomever would adopt her. What do you think?
I'm sorry, say that again.
So basically,
I got distracted.
She was born in the Sloth Ring.
Right, born in the Sloth
Ring. To unknown parents.
Okay.
Belphegor's scavenger units.
Right. Because in the non-canon, Belphegor is the one who's in charge of Hellhounds, or is that...
No, he's in charge of the Sloth Ring.
Okay, he's just in charge of the Sloth Ring.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, like Beelzebub's in charge of the Hellhounds,
right?
But she's in charge of the Gluttony Ring.
Yes, in Gluttony. Okay, keep going.
So, Belphegor's scavenger units did mass kidnappings on Hellhounds. So the scavengers took Loona, killed her dad, sent her mom to a labor camp, and sent her to the orphanage with the intent of either her becoming a slave or being a pet to whoever would adopt her. So that's what it was. So it's a little bit more... The non-canon is a bit more depth to her character as opposed to the non-canon where she was just there and Blitz was like, I adopt you. I choose you, Pikachu.
Yeah.
And
I feel like she has played a pretty... There have been pretty good moments with her.
In the orphanage?
Not in the orphanage. I just mean, like, in general.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking mostly about the orphanage part.
Okay.
Where she was just there because she was just there.
Yeah, because, she's just an orphan.
Okay. But she wasn't, like, separated from her family by Belphegor's scavenger units.
Oh, well, I mean, we only saw a flashback, so...
And she was already, like, 17 at that point.
Yeah.
So, anyway, growing up at the orphanage was nothing short of misery for Loona, right? The staff were abusive and merciless, often punishing her severely, sometimes for the smallest reasons. Without love or support, Loona became a lonely, unruly child. Developing behavioral issues, they made her seem unwanted in the eyes of potential adopters. She watched other hellhounds come and go, unable to form bonds or friendships, which only deepened her isolation. As she grew older, Loona's rebellious nature took over. She started sneaking out, removing her shock collar, and letting loose by defacing public property, all of which enraged the orphanage staff and local law enforcement. Their answer? Increasingly harsh punishments and an attempt to, quote-unquote, recondition her through this only fueled her defiance.
Ooh.
Right, Clara?
Yep.
What do you
Let's
think,
go,
Larry?
girl. Don't let no one change you.
Okay, so when she was 17, Luna's fate looked bleak. The orphanage was secretly planning to euthanize her as she neared adulthood,
Ooh, yikes.
deeming her too problematic to keep around. Now, just weeks before this plan could go through, fate threw her a lifeline in the form of an imp demon named Blitz.
There he is.
Yes. Now, visiting the orphanage to choose a hellhound, Blitz took one look at Loona and was instantly smitten. He practically exploded with excitement, much to her annoyance. Now, despite the orphanage's staff's attempts to redirect him to a younger, more quote-unquote obedient hellhound, Blitz was adamant. He wanted Loona as his daughter, stunning both the staff and Loona herself. What was
That's
that?
right. I said, yeah,
Okay.
I did an okay sign because that's right. Blitz
Right.
wants a daughter.
Yes, who presumed she intended to take her as a slave.
Yeah.
Or a pet. Now, as they prepared to leave, the orphanage headmaster tried handing Blitz a shock collar to, and I quote, keep her in line.
Smack that out of their hand.
But Blitz quickly dismissed it and instead freed her, thrilled to have her in his life.
Yeah.
Loona, however, was less than thrilled.
Of course.
Unsure what to make of her new situation or Blitz's genuine enthusiasm for her as a family. Now, this surprising rescue came on the brink of hopelessness, set the stage for a complex, evolving bond that they would go on to share. Right, Clara?
Right.
Now let's talk about her non-canon personality. So, Loona is a textbook definition of surly, slothful, and cynical, making her one hellhound that you don't want to bump into on a bad day. Right, Clara?
That's right.
Now, she's apathetic to pretty much everything around her, cares little for maintaining any semblance of work ethic, and is an all-around toxic employee. Poor Moxie takes the brunt of her acidic attitude, though she's indiscriminate with her irritation towards anyone who crosses her path.
That's right.
Luna's snark and passive aggressiveness are on full display on moments like when Millie stopped Moxie from shooting her by reminding him she was, and I quote, their only hellhound. To which Loona sarcastically quipped, I feel so loved. Why would Moxie want to shoot her?
I don't know. Maybe because she was just being real rude.
So she was going to freaking put a bullet in her head?
Maybe.
That's not nice. Or when she got visibly annoyed with Loopty-Goopty's theatrical wall-smashing entrance to IMP headquarters, grumbling about the perfectly functional doors he could have used. Now, as part of IMP's team, Loona doesn't flinch at the morally gray aspects of her work. She's more than willing to lend a paw in assassinations and murders if that's what the client wants. And she's shown little concern about killing children if their, and I quote, innocence is debatable. Now, her provocative attitude goes farther with her delight in riling up Moxie, and she's even been known to torment Alistair purely because she knows he despises dogs.
Nice.
So, it's taking smug satisfaction in his irritation. Do you think we'll ever see that, Clara?
No, because
Loona annoying
I
Alistair?
don't want there to be a crossover, so no.
How dare you?
Yeah. I'm certain that there is going to be... It's possible that it might happen. I don't want it, though.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about the fan theory that Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel take place like 100 years apart?
I haven't heard about that fan theory. I don't really look at fan theories very often.
I don't think that's true because I think
I
Loona
don't-
sees Charlie's commercial in an episode. I'm pretty sure.
That's pilot. And that's like early design potential for Loona.
Wait, what? Oh, no. I mean,
Oh, you mean a different episode?
yeah, it was an actual episode where
Oh,
she sees...
maybe.
She watches her commercial on the television.
Oh, maybe.
So, Luna's...
I'm pretty sure that it's the same.
the same time?
Time.
Like, they're going coinciding with each other?
I think so. It's like same time. They're just happening in different locations.
Like the Pride Ring. and the
Yeah,
Pride
but
Ring.
different spots in the Pride Ring. Oh my gosh. Keep going.
Now, Luna's tough exterior is rooted in her troubled past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having grown up in an orphanage where she was treated as property by emotionless caretakers and abusive staff, she was raised with zero love or care, leaving her completely unfamiliar with how to give or receive affection. Now, this background might explain her difficulty to fully trusting Blitz's genuine love for her.
I need some therapy.
Right. Now, her lazy work habits and disdain for her job likely stem from finally having the freedom to do as she pleases, something she never experienced growing up in the sloth ring. Despite her unapproachable nature, Loona occasionally shows glimpses of a softer side, hidden beneath her vexatious shell. Right, Clara?
Yep.
Now, deep down, she does appreciate Blitz for rescuing her and giving her a place to belong.
Of course.
Now, she's shown empathy when it matters, like when Millie broke down over Moxie's kidnapping.
That's right.
Loona asked if she was okay, even though she usually clashes with her imp colleagues. Loona also has a genuine fondness for Vortex.
Yep.
A rare bond for her, tending to his wounds and enjoying his company despite their differences. Now, she even hinted at empathy toward IMP's targets, shown when she gazed at a family photo in a moment of sadness after Moxie suggested they shouldn't destroy an innocent family. Now, true to form, she quickly masked her hesitation and doubled down, but in a rare moment that shows Loona has a conscience, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Loona is every bit of a fierce hellhound, from her dog-like muzzle with razor-sharp teeth to her gray nose that adds to her intimidating look. Now, her red sclera and white irises give her an intense gaze, while the white fur, accented with gray patches in her shoulders, adds to her wolfish vibe.
Okay.
Now, her large wild mane of white hair is swept to the right, often casting a shadow over her left eye.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So let's not forget her signature bushy gray tail with a white underside that completes her hellhound look.
Right.
Now, her outfit screams edgy.
Okay.
Now, around her neck is a spiked black choker,
Again.
giving her a classic punk vibe. Now, she rocks a gray crop top with thin stripes arranged in an inverted pentagram.
Ooh.
A perfect fit for a dark aesthetic. Now, her shorts are tattered and feature a crescent moon on the right hip.
Okay.
And to her name, while black and toeless stockings highlight her digitigrade stance.
I think you're saying that wrong.
No, I'm not.
Digitigrade. Digitigrade.
Yeah. Leaving her perpetually barefoot.
So pretty much the same.
Yeah,
as the canon
it seems
design.
to be the same as the canon. She's also has a tattered right ear, a piercing on her right eyebrow, two piercings on her left ear.
Yep.
All of which add a touch of gritty style. So
pretty much the same.
Right. Let's talk about her canon abilities.
Okay.
I mean, non-canon abilities.
Okay.
Now, she comes equipped with some seriously enhanced Hellhound abilities, starting with her enhanced senses. Ooh. Now, her sense of smell and sight are superhuman, allowing her to track targets by sniffing out their names on a kill list.
That's right.
Which causes them to appear in vivid red.
So,
now, Blitz
same.
has his own way of calling her when he's in trouble, too.
Ooh.
He whistles, and although she's not exactly fast to respond, she can hear this call even from as far as Belphegor's underground lair.
Ooh.
So, in terms of enhanced strength, Loona is deceptively powerful, packing a major muscle to her lean frame. She can kick with enough force to send Moxie flying and slap him hard enough to launch him straight through a wall. Now, her skill with weapons is just as deadly. She has able to hack off a man's leg with a battle axe, then expertly throw it onto another man's head. She has shown that she can handle multiple opponents at once, and at one point yielding Kasurigama, which is a chain and sickle weapon, with her teeth. Using it to swing a man into another opponent and then clearly decapitate a nearby woman with ease.
Hell yeah.
It's not nice. No, you can't say hell yeah.
I can.
No, you
and
can't.
I will.
So her... See what you're doing to me, Claire.
Cough it out.
Now, her bite strength is off the charts, allowing her to tear off limbs, lift humans with her jaws, and even bite their heads off without breaking a sweat. Luna's got, quote-unquote, human shape-shifting down to an art, too. She can instantly morph into a convincing human form when IMP travels to Earth, blending seamlessly and taking a goth teenage appearance that keeps her hellhound traits under wraps. Her ability to adapt to both worlds makes her a valuable, if reluctant, asset to IMP. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Luna's got an arsenal of both charm and intimidation to get the job done. When it comes to charm, she can use her looks, especially in her human disguise, to lure both men and women away from crowds with the promise of a, and I quote, a good time. Clara?
Yeah.
Would you follow human Loona with the promise of a good time?
No.
What? Now, once isolated, her unsuspecting targets are perfectly positioned for the rest of IMP to swoop in for the kill. Now, at another end of the spectrum, intimidation is something she's mastered without even trying. So, her menacing appearance, complete with razor-sharp fangs and claws, is enough to make anyone think twice. Fergus's reaction is a prime example. You remember Fergus?
Fergus!
Yes. He freaked out and screamed like a child the first time he saw her.
Ha!
Vortex and Scorpius highlighting how unsettling her look can be. Now, Luna's natural weaponry is no joke. Now, her teeth and claws are lethal as any blade, making her a walking arsenal. She can maul her targets with devastating bites and slashes, tearing them apart like a dog with a chew toy. In IMP's jingle video, she's even seen shaking someone in her jaws with brutal intensity that showcases her raw power.
Nice.
No, it's not nice.
Very nice.
Now, despite her typical laziness, Loona is a master combatant when she gets going. Her fighting style is fast, fierce, and animalistic, blending savage attacks with her expert weapon handling skills. She's terrifyingly effective, as shown when she fought the agents of Dorks, tearing through an entire room of them without a scratch.
That's right.
She fights like a beast unleashed, wielding a Kasurigama.
Sonic
with her teeth.
Unleashed.
Yes. Where he's like a werewolf.
It's a werehog.
Werehog. With her teeth to both slash with the blade and whip the chain, leaping into opponents and biting them directly, like snarling like a wild animal because she's a dog. Now her weapon proficiency further adds to her deadly repertoire, right? Mm-hmm. So she's skilled in both firearms and melee weapons, seamlessly switching between assault rifles and close combat weapons, like the Kusarigama, whether she's mowing down opponents with melee or her going hand-to-hand in IMP's headquarters. Loona's proficiency with weapons proves that she's formidable force when she decides to bring her A game. Right, Clara?
Yeah. She sure is.
Now, Loona has a taste for heavy weaponry and doesn't hesitate to get creative with whatever comes her way. In her battle against Dorks, she briefly wielded a blaster rifle, a high-tech futuristic Belfitech model that Blitz handed to her in the heat of a fight, and she put it into good use, taking down at least 3 agents with precise, deadly blasts. But her true standout moment came with the Kasurigama, the chain and sickle weapon. Mm-hmm. She snatched from a Dorks agent mid-battle. With a bit of feral flair, she wielded a sickle between her teeth, using it to slice through several agents in rapid succession. So, yeah. Do you think we'll ever see the Kasurigama in the show?
Maybe. There's a potential.
Do you think we would want to see the Kasurigama?
It's a cool weapon. It's just a cool weapon. I don't see why it would matter.
You don't want to see Loona doing it?
It's not that I don't want to see it. I'm just saying that if it shows up, it shows up, and if it doesn't, then oh well.
Let's talk about Blitz.
Okay.
Now, Luna's relationship with Blitz...
Let's talk more about Blitz, even though we had 3 episodes on him.
Yes, we're talking about Luna's relationship with Blitz.
Of course.
Which is an interesting mix of reluctant affection and classic father-daughter banter. Now, Blitz, her boss and adopted father, has been her guardian since she was, and I quote, almost 18. And the two share a complicated but genuine bond. Blitz often enables Luna's antics, often defending her against Moxie's criticisms, which earned him a rare, soft smile from Loona. She's also amused by Blitz's humor, especially when it's directed at Moxie. Like the time he made a joke about Moxie's size, and Loona couldn't help but stifle a laugh. Mm-hmm. Now, although she's technically an adult, Loona still lives with Blitz, possibly out of convenience, or simply lack of desire to go through the hassle of moving out.
Convenience.
Yes. Despite her usual gruffness, Loona treats Blitz a bit better than others, though she has a quick temper, and he shows too much affection. Yep. She can be grateful at times, like when she didn't receive the gift she wanted from her adoption anniversary, but she also showed moments of loyalty and protectiveness towards him. During missions, she's known to jump in to defend Blitz, and she protected him from Dorks wielding Kasurigama. You remember the Kasurigama? Yep. Attacked Fergus. You remember Fergus?
I love Fergus.
when he tried to crush Blitz's neck with a robotic arm, and even saved him from Leviathan's clutches. Now, interestingly, Loona almost always refers to Blitz by his name, rarely calling him Dad, as a way to keep her emotions in check. However, she occasionally slips up and almost calls him Dad mid-sentence, catching herself just in time. One memorable moment was on Sinstagram, where she accidentally referred to Blitz as her dad after he brought her a bacon strip flavored frappuccino. She quickly tried to cover it up by calling it a, and I quote, typo. But the sentiment was there. Despite her guarded nature, these little moments reveal genuine affection she has with Blitz. So what do you think about that?
It's cute.
So, yeah, let's talk about Moxie.
Let's talk about the relationship with Moxie.
Right. Now, they have the most hostile and antagonistic relationships on IMP, filled with mutual irritation and constant jabs. Moxie is endlessly annoyed by Loona's laziness, toxic behavior, and the mistakes she makes on the job.
Yep.
Now, he's not shy about criticizing her lifestyle, including her drug habits and the fact that she still lives with Blitz as an adult. So,
hey,
yeah.
I mean, let the dad have some years with his daughter living with him, you know?
Right. Now, in response, Loona isn't above throwing some scathing insults back, poking fun at Moxie's weight, his marriage to Millie, and even his wiener size. It's not nice. It's not very nice.
It's not. No.
That's not nice. Not nice, Luna. That's not cool, Luna. Lose my number, Luna.
I don't think you'd ever say that.
So, she seems to relish getting under his skin, laughing at his misfortunes, like when she watched him being killed in various ways on her phone. Or when she grinned as Blitz literally stepped on him. So, despite their frequent squabbles, Loona occasionally shows a reluctant willingness to support Moxie, especially when he's grappling with moral dilemmas at work. When Moxie was hesitant to assassinate an innocent family, Loona tried to help by crafting sinful backstories for them, giving him a nudge to complete the mission. So Loona just made up stuff?
I guess so. To make it easier for him.
To kill an innocent family.
Yes. Well, maybe not innocent.
So Luna's softer side towards Moxie is rarely visible. But when it does surface during those moments, like when Moxie was seemingly killed during an IMP mission to eliminate the Hazbin hotel crew that we talked about.
We talked about it extensively, in depth.
Yeah. Now Loona...
Over 3 episodes.
Loona frowned as Vortex broke the news to Blitz and Millie, hinting that despite her constant antagonism, she didn't actually want him gone. At Moxie's funeral, she even delivered a heartfelt eulogy, even though it was lifted straight from a movie script on her phone, which is what we talked about.
Yes.
Now, still, these small glimpses reveal that despite her tough exterior and mocking attitude, Loona might care about Moxie more than she'd ever admit. Millie, Bobilly, Fanana, Fana, Fulfilly. So their relationship is as sharp-tongued and fiery as you expect from two co-workers who seem to barely tolerate each other. Now, they bicker constantly and don't hesitate to express their annoyance. In one instance, during an IMP mission, Loona ignored Millie's calls for help when she was injured, showing the distinct lack of concern for her safety. Millie, on her end, isn't afraid to stand up to Loona, especially when she's defending Moxie. After one of Luna's jabs at Moxie, Millie flipped her off, making Loona growl in response. So what do you think about that, Clara?
Sounds like a tumultuous relationship.
Okay. Do you think... So, it looks like Millie seems to not like how Loona constantly talks smack about Moxie.
Of course not. She loves Moxie.
Okay. So despite the friction, there are moments where there's glimpses of mutual respect and teamwork shine through. When Moxie was captured by a paranormal agency, Millie was understandably distraught and ready to charge in recklessly. Loona, while awkward, showed concern by warning her about the danger, although ultimately she followed Millie's lead. Together, they proved to be a surprisingly effective team, managing to infiltrate Dorks and successfully rescue both Moxie and Blitz. Loona even begrudgingly acknowledged Millie's agility during the mission, remarking that she was, and I quote, quite agile for an old lady.
Begrudgingly.
Yes.
You said begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, sounds about right. Because Millie is a powerhouse.
So Millie's annoyed response reminding Loona that she's only about 5 years older added a humorous layer to their dynamic.
Yes.
Now, though they might not be best friends, their teamwork in the face of a common goal shows they can set aside their differences when it really counts. With Luna's reluctant respect for Millie's skills, hinting that there might just be more to the relationship than just hostility. So, there's that. So, when IMP was tasked by Lucifer to take down the notorious Hazbin Hotel crew, oh, they're so notorious.
So notorious.
Yes, and Lucifer would totally do that.
Lucifer would totally do that.
you
Based on what we saw in the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think you would just do a complete 180 and be like, I was just kidding the entire time?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And, so, yeah, Loona didn't seem phased, right, Clara? Now, confidently brushing off the idea that Alistair, the radio demon, was a big threat as anyone else believed. Now, Stryker pointed out Alistair's well-known hatred for canines, warning Loona she'd probably be his first target, but Loona wasn't about to back down. She doubled down on her bravado, even making a bet with Vortex that she'd call Alistair a B-word when they finally crossed paths. When the real test came, when IMP clashed with the Hazbin Hotel crew at Hellantis. Remember that, Clara?
I do remember that, yes.
Yes. Where Loona and Alistair finally came face to face. True to her word, Loona lunged at him, but Alistair was already slipping into a demonic frenzy as he called her a mangy, flea-ridden mutt. With venomous disdain.
Wow.
Do you think Alistair would really say that to Loona?
Yeah, I do, actually.
How would he say it? You mangy, flea-ridden mutt.
Get this mangy, flea-ridden mutt away from me.
Away from me. I'm the radio demon.
I'm the radio demon.
So, unfazed, or at least pretending to be, Loona snapped back, daring him to make her leave him alone, and confidently fulfilled her bet by calling him Radio B-word. However, her confidence quickly evaporated when Alistair unleashed his full power. Tentacles and demonic henchmen surrounded IMP, and Luna's expression changed from smug to horrified as she realized just how deadly Alistair truly was. So, yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, that sounds like it's a funny concept.
Yeah, how do you think Alistair released his thing? What do you got, the big horns?
Yeah,
the big
horns,
and the radio dial
eyes, and the tentacles coming up from somewhere.
Yeah, and he'd be all like, "Prepare to die! My name is Domingo Montoya. Prepare to die! You killed my father. Prepare to die!"
Yeah.
I
think that's exactly what would happen.
Now let's talk about Karen. You remember Karen, right?
No.
Now, Luna's one formal encounter with Karen, who was a neural network that controls Belfatech,
right,
was during her rough teenage years in the Sloth Ring. What are you doing? So, when she landed in hot water again with Sloth's law enforcement, which I guess Sloth has law enforcement.
I guess so.
After being caught for vandalism and sneaking out of her orphanage, marking her 9th offense, Karen, embodying the cold, calculated authority of the system, confronted Loona, reprimanding her and threatening to send her to a Hellhound detention center for correction if her rebellious behavior continued. Now, Karen wasn't just harsh, she was spiteful. She mockingly pointed out that no one wanted to adopt Loona, digging into the Hellhound's insecurities.
Damn.
You can't say damn.
Ugh.
Now, Karen then scolded her for removing her shock collar, assuming Loona did it to avoid being tracked. Now, in reality, Loona had taken it off simply to alleviate the discomfort it caused her, but Karen was unmoved. Now, she had one of her robotic assistants reattach a new shock collar, taking satisfaction and reassuring control over the young Hellhound. Determining that Loona needed to be reconditioned, Karen recommended to the orphanage headmasters that Loona be moved to the attic and burdened with additional chores and labor. Now, this punishment was a cruel attempt to break her rebellious spirit, reinforcing the environment of emotional neglect and control that defined her upbringing.
Terrible.
So,
Well, it is hell.
yeah. So, what do you think about the character of Karen? Do you think we should see the Karen character?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
She seems to be kind of heavily effective in Luna's backstory.
Yeah, but I really don't think that we're going to get much of Luna's backstory.
You don't think they'll just leave her backstory just ambiguous?
Yeah.
That she was just an orphan, whatever.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we will see more of it, but
if they want Loona to be more developed and have a bigger role.
You don't necessarily need to have her backstory for her to become more developed.
It seems like the driving factor of Helluva Boss is the relationship between Blitz and Stolas. That seems to be like the biggest factor.
Yeah, I think that's like a big part of it.
That's like and I think that is like the ultimate goal. Like the series finale will have them getting together finally. And
do you think so?
Maybe.
But
that's basically, I think that's pretty much what the entire series basically is driving at.
Well, I feel like it's about connections, and the different connections between everybody.
Yeah. Let's talk about Belphegor.
Okay.
Now,
let's talk about Belphegor.
Now, Luna's opinion of Belphegor is crystal clear, even though she's never met him.
Yeah.
Now, during a conversation with the Vortex, she bluntly referred to the King of Sloth as a effing wienerhead. An intense reaction likely fueled by her painful history. While she may not know all the details, she was too young to remember being taken from her family by Belphegor scavenger units. The impact of his reign is deeply ingrained in her, and his indirect role in her troubled and abusive upbringing has left her with a strong, simmering resentment towards him. Now, Loona finally crossed paths with Belphegor, albeit in the heat of a battle between the Hellhound Resistance. You know the Hellhound Resistance, right?
Obviously, I know everything about them.
And the Hellhound scavenger units. You know the new scavenger units.
We talked about that before, yes.
Now, alongside the enslaved Hellhound army. You know the enslaved Hellhound army, right? Now, she even managed to save Blitz from nearly being killed by one of Belphegor's devastating explosions. However, like Baxter, Loona didn't witness Belphegor's ultimate defeat and death firsthand, leaving her encounter with him both unresolved and without the satisfaction of seeing him fall.
Dang.
Now, it was a brief and intense moment, adding to her ongoing complex story of survival against the forces that once tried to control her, which is a storyline that we'll never see, even though I think that would be cool. But
who's to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to see Loona have her own storyline.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, that's pretty much the entire story of Loona. What do you think about the character?
I mean, I do enjoy Loona. It's there's always that's something nice about having that kind of character that's just like really edgy and like is like stone cold, but like deep inside underneath all of that, wall that they've built up is just, somebody who, wants to be loved and give love but doesn't know how.
Yeah. So, what do you want to see from the non-canon to be translated into the canon?
I think I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I agree with you that it would be interesting to see some more moments from the orphanage.
Okay.
I don't know necessarily about including Karen and all of that, but it would be cool, I think, to see a bit more about her scrappy upbringing.
Yeah. I would love to see, because I think that would give her a lot more depth and emotion. Just a bit more depth, yeah. Especially if they try to bring in Luna's biological parents.
Briefly, obviously, since she wasn't with them for long.
That would definitely create some really interesting conflict with Blitz's character.
And it would be interesting, because then we get to see a bit more of the slothering.
Yeah. And it will be really interesting to see how Blitz reacts to that.
If he ever learns.
I think that would be interesting to see. We know that in the non-canon, Luna's dad is killed, but Luna's mom is still alive, but she's enslaved. And I think that would be really cool to see her finding her biological mom and Blitz trying to deal with, I'm not her real dad, and she's with her real parents, and I feel all inadequate and stuff.
Yeah.
But then Loona finally chooses Blitz, which I think will make her a lot more active as a character, because she actually makes a decision in her story. And it would also be really interesting to see, give her a storyline of her confronting the people that mistreated her in the orphanage and then defeating them in whatever way.
Maybe.
And I think that would be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for Loona. She's a very interesting character, but she's kind of being a bit underutilized currently in the canon. So what do you think? Do you think we should see more Loona?
I would certainly love to see more Loona.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Clara wants to see more Loona.
Okay.
Yeah, they should probably get me in the writer's room.
I don't think so.
Fizzy, get me in the writer's room.
No.
I have
Thank
ideas.
you guys so much for listening.
I have ideas. I have good ideas.
This has been The Devil in the Detail. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
I've been Nathaniel.
And I've been Clara.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to a Vision podcast, home of wacky talkies, The Kingdom, Evil Exists, and many more.